Um, Ever since we started this campaign trail, all of us as we Ugandans, we have been there to witness the situation. But however, I'm not happy with what happened to me and my brother who lost his life. It is a pity and a shame to our nation that instead of protecting our nation, protecting the citizens, now we are losing them. In me as Katumba, I see that I'm losing ministers, I'm losing important personnel that I'll be dealing with. Going back to the situation that happened on Wednesday in Kabarole, it all started on Monday, where I got shocked to be brutalized by UPDF, the one that had a red top plus police. I thought it was something that would be solved, but later on it happened around Mubende, the same situation. I don't know where it was, but I saw some clips that came out. And when it came to Kabarole, matters became worse. And what is making me feel like we need change, Ugandans need a leader like me, is that a policeman down with a uniform being hanged by a non-uniform, to me I call him Chifesi, hanging a policeman but being protected by other policemen. I have a video where I witnessed myself experiencing that same situation, and I sat down. I asked them who he was. They convinced me. Later on, I saw the same personnel hanging my security guard. What is shaming is that the boss, I hear the orders from above, came out and he was like, my bodyguard was in wrong. But even if it's you and your purpose is to protect your boss, would you leave a non-uniform member to touch on your boss? And the hidden secret is that that guy wanted to pull the trigger. That's why they fought. And no one came out to say that, the police personnel. The reason as to why these people fought is that that gentleman, I saw him and I witnessed with my eyes him trying to pull the trigger. That's why when you look at the hand of my bodyguard, it got some wounds, not even some, but severe injuries here, because they were fighting for the trigger. The other one wanted to pull the trigger, and this one was like, you shouldn't do that. Now the question is Uganda safe anymore? I feel like we are insecure, because whenever we are campaigning, we are followed up by cars like remotes full of orders from above without uniform. But at the end of the day, they end up messing up the nation, messing up our lives. You saw our brother lost his life, and no one is here to, to take, even to bother of what is happening. For that reason, I'm going to meet to whoever it concerns. Mr. Byabakama, I'm coming. I think by 2, I'll be in your office. I don't have a car, I'm going to walk there. And this also goes to the CDF. I expect to find the CDF there and Mr. Ochola, because this has gone beyond. I want to know who is that orders from above that is challenging our nation, that is untouchable. I want to know that orders from above. that shows that you're not supposed to have a uniform when you are arresting the presidential candidate. He armed my, actually I even want to know who is in charge of these security personnel. They changed my bodyguard and they gave me another one. I also want to know the reason as to why. Am I safe? I don't think that even I'm still safe. Because if the other one tried to protect me and you come out condemning him to the extent of changing him the position, that means that I'm not safe anymore. Our lives matters. Uganda and its citizens, their lives matters. Do not just wake up and think this is your own nation. Another thing that I'm scared of is that every day they come out with new rules. They do not even bother to write to us. They just wake up that, so like in such and such districts, you're not supposed to campaign there. I want also to go and find out under which article the Electoral Commission became the health ministry. I just want to know that article properly, because according to the law, to the legal personnel of mine, they explain that it is not even in any article that the Electoral Commission right now is the Ministry of Health. However, I also continue telling my people, please put on your masks, because your mask matters. And when you go out there, my first statement is put on your masks. And their question is, where are they? We don't have the masks. And now we are paying the cost of the government, not of the government failing to give masks to the public. So, to me, I honestly come out saying that this is not going to be a fair and free election. Because what is on ground right now, it shows that it is not fair and free. They are brutalizing us, protected by, and what is ashaming is that people who are not in uniform are the ones brutalizing people in uniform. When you tell them, they end up saying orders from above. The question is, who is that orders from above that is putting our nation at stake? I'm not happy. Mr. Byabakama, get ready for me. You're in charge of this. If you knew that you couldn't afford this, you had a chance. You had a chance. And now we are in, you're witnessing people's lives being destroyed. And you're out there comfortably continuing to incite the situation. As Katumba, according to what happened on Wednesday, because actually not on Wednesday, right away from Monday, not even from Monday, even way back, you saw me sitting in Tororo, fighting with the Jinja, fighting with the Iganga, Kamuli, all the districts. We reach there, they diverse us to the bush. Like this way around, I was meant to be in Bunyangabo. They took me to Kamwenge. Now I wonder if I'm supposed to be in Bunyangabo and your policemen are driving me towards Kamwenge. And at the end of the day, you bring people who are not in uniform to command those who are in uniform. After you see them hanging and you accuse those who are being hanged. And you wake up and you start saying that this is a fair and free election, I'm wondering, Uganda is insecure. We need to work on this. I'm tired of policemen shaming our nation. I'm tired. And that's for that reason I want to know who is that orders from above. Thank you. Yes.
Before we go into Uganda,
yes.
I just have one question or two.
Yes.
You talked about the incidents that happened to you 2 days ago, and say that the scuffle that happened between the security personnel who was in plain clothes, who was not in uniform, who actually disarmed the police officer deployed to guard him.
He was defensive.
And you say that that he was fighting to pull the trigger.
Yes.
Was this an attempt to assassinate you? And two, you talked about the security officer who was struggling to remain in his gun.
Yes.
Is that police officer still with you?
No. What they did, they shifted him from being my bodyguard to, like, it is almost putting him far away from me. And I'm not secure with the one who is there. Because according to my research, is that they called them and they told them their work is to escort me, not protecting me. That's why they shifted the other one who knew his work was to protect me. And they gave me the one they thought of. And my question is, am I safe? Am I safe?
Are you saying you're not secure with that man?
Because I'm not. Reason being, if they manage to remove the one who was there to show that he's willing, and this one is following his order, their orders, and this same gentleman you're talking about, right now he's scared. He's scared. If that happened to the brother, what will happen to him? So I'm insecure.
What about the issue of the pulling the trigger? Was it an attempt?
I think it was, because when we were when we were moving from when they were diverting us to Kamwenge, we reached a point where I asked these people, where are you taking me? All of a sudden, the gentleman came and squeezed me, like he squeezed my tummy and my balls. He touched there. So when he touched, what happened is that I sat down and asked the police officer who he was. I have a video showing that. Me sitting down, asking them who he was. I insisted, but his intention was, I think, to kill. Because even when he hung the other one, I heard him saying, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. And me, the reason that's why you saw me trying even to leave my coat behind, I saw the guy trying to pull the trigger. And because the gun wasn't his, there it would have come out, Kifesi, because he had no uniform. Kifesi killed the presidential candidate. I'm going to ask for even for the bulletproof. Because I'm insecure. You saw what happened when I was around Chibuye. They were kicking me. You saw them. They are having guns, they are having sticks, and they are trying to kick me. And that happened because that's where the video coverage stopped. But even beyond, we had a struggle after, which was even more than the one you saw around Kabarole. And this was mastered by people in army uniform and with the ready top. So, yes. Yes.
You said that if you had the chance to go.
Yes.
Clarification of that. If he knew he wouldn't manage, he had a chance to do that.
If he knew that he couldn't manage, he had a chance to let go, because we had a chance of calling for a state of emergency. We had that chance. And two, these people, I want to clarify this. My fellow Ugandans, this is not a fair and free election. Why? The media personnel who are trying to cover me up, who are trying to show you what it is happening, they are forced to pay a minimum of 200,000 as license. As license. And that means they are stopping them from covering us. Because if each district has like 3, then what? And later on, they are stopping us from accessing districts, from campaigning there. Now, I want them to declare that they can't manage. I want them to declare that it is not a free and fair election.
My question is, you're now saying you're walking to the Electoral Commission and you're walking on foot. Is the police aware of that? Aren't we going to see another kind of scuffle?
Katumba is a citizen of Kampala. And before you saw me, I used to walk to the Electoral Commission. I don't have a car, and everyone is aware of that. But I have to deliver the document there. What should I do? And legally, I'm supposed to be in Kampala today. Unless I get someone to help me with the car. But legally, I'm supposed to be in Kampala today. So, me going to the Electoral Commission, footing, I'm just doing exercise.
But you tell me using your car. Then you're using your car.
It's not mine. I don't have a car, you know that. And you are aware of that.
The hammer. They gave you some people related to the car.
He gave me that hammer, but he did give me fuel. Yes. And Ugandans, you know, they give me what they have and we use what we have. Yes.
Mr. President, are you also affected by the clampdown on the 12 districts? Which ones were you supposed to be in and you were not supposed to be there? Then also, if the Electoral Commission is saying these districts have high cases of COVID, as a Ugandan citizen, do you really think they are wrong?
They are not wrong. But we always have a say, prevention is better than curing. They were entitled to give masks. And Katumba, I was entitled to tell these people to put on masks before they come next to us, before even they attend my rallies. But when you talk to them, they say, government did give them to us. Those who have, they put them on. Those who can't afford, I tell them to social distance. You've been witnessing that. Now, the question is, if I've tried to do my work, do I have to pay for something which is not of mine, which is in someone else's interest? Those districts I was meant to be there, that is Jinja City, Soroti, actually all of them, I was supposed to go there. Because those, when you look on my program, those were my last districts.
So what does that mean to your campaign?
To me, it shows that this is not a fair and free election. And I'm calling up all I'm going to meet some of them, those who are there to observe. UN, I'm going to come and we discuss issues more so with my security. EU and other observers, I'm coming, we discuss. We see how Uganda is going to move.
The last one, Mr. Katumba, I see you are very sad today. I wanted to take you off the sad moment of military brutality. Last time we saw you in Mbarara, you had things that excited the nation. I don't see you taking photos with ladies anymore. Have you given up on
with the type of media I'm using? But I'm still moving on with every Ugandan, whoever is interested in taking a pic with me. Yes, because I'm a Ugandan, and this is my Uganda, and their solution to the problems.
On the same question,
Yes.
have you at last found the first lady? This is what everyone wants to know.
We are still solving the problem of Uganda. If you see them hanging my shirts, Uganda is not safe.
Okay, Uganda. In summary.
No, it's a Chibilem summary. Kyanaku nnyo nti siri musanyufu, nsooka okukungubatirako baganda baffe abayiguzeemu obulamu naddala ku sayidi eri ey'oludda lwe tuli nabo abafiiriddwako baganda baabwe. Kyanaku nnyo 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 nnyo. Naye ate ekisinga okunkaabya amaziga kwe kubanga nti teri afaayo. Bagenda webaziika wetukaaba amaziga. Neera kukungubaga kw'amaanyi nnyo nnyolerwa wamu nammwe. Naye nga tukyali ku nsonga y'emu, mwalaba ebyaliwo ku Monday, Tuesday. Iyo Tuesday ndowooza kwali kubulabulamu kubanga n'amasasi gennyini gaalimu. Baakanyuganga obukebe nga babukubanze direct. Bwenkewuma n'enzirukayo. Monday mwalaba abamilitale nga bambadde bantwala kabuddeyo bancunya. Ekyo mwakiraba. Ate ku Wednesday ensonga ne zoonoonekera ddala. Naye za Monday nazo zaali zisingako lwakubanga we tewaliwo bannamawulire oba mwaliwa, naye ensonga yammwe ngimanyi. Kati ekyennaku ennyo ekyewuunyisa nti omuntu eyawaayo okulaga amazima ate essaawa zino yalinganga agenda okugobebwa ku mulimu. Twalaba nga tutandika wano nga ndi ekabalole oba gye bayita Fort Potro, twatandika nze banzija ku TV, tuvaawo batutwalaganya tutuuka ebiseera baagala banyizenyize nzenna ntuula wansi, naye yanyiga kikowunyisa yali tayambadde yunifoomu. Neera bwe tubeegendereza be basinga okukola emivuyo batambulira mu mmotoka eza Primo nga bagamba orders from above. Tutuuka eyo banyizenyize, nfunamu obuzibu mu lubuto, nina mu short call. Mba naakafuluma, omusajja oyo yennyini atayambadde uniform ajja ayagala okunkwata, saayagale ankwata, owa uniform ajja amugoberera beegatta babiri. Bodyguard wange yali tasobola kulaba ng'omuntu atayambadde uniform ankwata. neera ekyaddirira kwe kwagala bamugjewo. Mu kumugjawo omwami ono mu lutalo olwaliwo waliwo olutalo ekintu kye bataayogerako nze kye nalaba nti ono yali ayagala kunyiga Manduzo ate oli yali tayagala banyige Manduzo ng'akakodya akali awo wakati kali nti twali mu ngeri y'akavuyovuyo baleme kumanya ani akutte ki Manduzo ani aginyize. Emundu eyo temulaba yali etutunulamu wevaayo wetunula eno wetunula eri wetunula wali wansi. Nera mulaba omwami ng'alwanira emundu y'okufa obufi bamutegudde bamutuga kyokka ate nga abamukuuma bapoliisi be bakuuma atayambadde uniform. Atuga kyannaku nnyo nawulidde omusajja eyakaweebwa omulimu najja n'agamba ate bodyguard ye yabadde mu nsobi. Awo kiba kitegeeza nti omulimu gwe wafunye tomanyi kyogenda kukola, era singa obadde ku mulembe gwa Katumba ekyo kiba kikulemye, kubanga olaba omuntu atayambadde uniform anyiga ayambadde uniform amutuga yamutuga amugamba ngenda kutta akuuma bambadde uniform. Kati ekibuuzo ekibuuzibwa kubanga neera omwami yabadde ankuuma banunzigyeko ne banvomula omulala gwe bampadde alinganga atambulira ku biragiro ebyokumperekera. Nze abuuza ndi mu kifo ekiri seefu oba nedda? Nze Katumba ndaba sikyalina obulamu bwange buli mu matigga, kubanga abatambadde uniform ate we bajja balwane okwagala okujja uniform okwagala okujja emundu kubalina uniform, awo kiba kintabuseeko mba sikitegeera. Ate ne bajja orders from above ne zidefending abo abatambadde uniform. Tubonaabona mulaba ekyavudde ku baganda baffe ababadde eri babatta teri avaayo kulumirirwa. Mwami Byabakama kyemmanyi nti wagenda ofuna omulimu guno nga kyokola okimanyi, eno embeera mwagiraba. Baavaayo bangi nnyo ne babasaba state of emergency mwagala. Kati mutandise kukola enkola y'abakifeesi kututeeka mundu mu bulabu. Kyannaku nnyo era kiswazi. Nze nkooye okulaba nga muswaza eggwanga lyaffe. Mwabo be mutta nno nno mwe muli baminisita bange. Simanyi nti oba nammwe Uganda n'abanyumira nga mulimu na mirambo. Ate ekisinga okutuka byamaziga kwe kubanga abatambadde uniform saawa zino be bajja ne bakwata abambadde uniform. Kati nze Katumba waabwe kubanga ono omwami nina akatambi kennyini akalaga nga yasooka n'ankwata nanyiga ne kinsukkako n'entuula wansi ne mbatabukako ne mbagamba omwami ono gwe sitamanyi yaani, atayambadde uniform yaani, ne mbalemerako. Naye bajja batugamba orders from above. Mwami Byabakama nzija otubulire orders from above oyo ategeka akalulu atali ggwe. Mwami Ochola nawe otubulire orders from above oyo agabira akuwa olukusa olututeera abatambadde uniform bajje batukwate babenga bebanyiga bebatuga abayambadde uniform. Akulira CDF sebo naawe njagala otugambe sebo taata ani oyo orders from above akusingako agamba otuleetera abamilitale mu nsonga entono ennyo. Omulimu gwa militale kukuuma ggwanga saate kusamba Katumba nga we mwakiraba, gwe mulimu gwa militale. Sebo kati naawe twagala otugambe kubanga Uganda mugifudde ekyokuzanyisa mutuswaza buswaza. Kati kyetutuuseeko mutuswaza, tetukyalina byetukolera ekifo kyokudda wano tugambe nti eddagala teririyo malwaliro tugateekeyo, muli bututulugunya butulugu. Kyannaku nnyo neera kyannaku nnyo. Mwami Byabakama nkiddamu ndi kujja kati okumanya akalulu kano kabalaze bavudde naye mulwatto tulaga nti sikabwenkanya. Districts tugendayo mubadde nga mundaba ebiseera ebisinga ebituuka mbagamba mwambale masiki. Ekyo kyonna mwe bannamawulire mubadde mukiraba. Mukole kye bayita social distancing muwa amabanga abantu ne bakikola. Saawa zino baagala tusasulire ate ffe ebyabalema. Si ffe abaabagana okuwa Abannayuganda masiki. Naye Abannayuganda bannange mbagamba mwambale masiki kubanga obulamu tebugulwa. Naye ekyennaku ekisinga okukaabya amaziga kwe kubanga ate districts ze twali kubyemu campaign nazo mwazituganya ozikuba mu campaign. Radio tuba twakatuulayo nga mutusikayo. Abannamawulire abakwata amawulire mwabataddeko license mwagala basasule ssente. Ekibuzo ekiri nti kyenjagala okubabuuza mwenna mwe mutuulako ewammwe eyo ne batabani bammwe tebababuulira amazima nti kano akalulu tekali fair and free. Bababuulira amazima bakubanga amatu mugateekamu ppanga. Nze njagala babuulira kyemmanyi abamu mujjaganga DSTV zammwe zaggwako. Njagala babuulira akalulu kano tekali fair and free. Nera ndaba mutandise okwonoona ssente z'omuwi w'omusolo mwagala kututta. Kati singa bodegaadi ono teyali w'amaanyi amasasi agalivuddemu ago mwalikutte bodegaadi ne mumugamba yagakubye. Kyokka nga kifeesi gwe mwasindika eyali tayambadde uniform ye yali akoleyo tagambwako. Bani abo abatagambwako abatambala uniform? Kyetwagala okumanya ate abantu abo mubalaba abatambadde uniform neera balabika nga bakuba amasasi direct mu bantu mu kiseera olwaliwo wali embeera eyali etabuseemuuko. Kati kyetwebuuza mwagala mutute abatuta bafiirwe like babulwe identity ani atuse? Temulaba nti muli kuswaza ggwanga lyaffe? Mutuswazizza nnyo ebbanga erimala. Nze Katumba siri munnabyabufuzi. Ekyokubiri nze siina kwempalana. Ekyokusatu nze najja ku bizibu ebiruma Abannayuganda. So buli mwezi gye okwagala okukola ku bizibu ebiruma Abannayuganda ate ne mwagala okututta okutulemesa muba mulowooza nti Uganda eno mugenda kubeerawo paka. Abaana bammwe mubalese mutya kubanga nze omukugo. Weddira mutabani wo nga Katumba